Hello, my lovelies. Here are your oracle messages for the month of July for the sign of Leo. So I've tuned into your energies and I've been given a vision. It's very apt. And there are 3 parts to it, so here we go. The first thing I saw was an advert for the new Lion King movie. So I asked, well, why am I being shown this? Well, apart from you being Leo the Lions, and looking at the trailer, it is a beautiful animated version of this story, and the difference is so profound from the Disney cartoon version of The Lion King. So it shows how much you have grown. So with the first version of the cartoon, it is sort of more childlike and for youngsters, and you know that it's just little drawings and such like, but it has an energy to it. So with a new version coming out this month, it is animated in such a way that they look absolutely real. They look like the real thing, living, breathing beings. And then I was also shown a lion called Clarence, who was in a program many years ago, when I was a youngster. I don't know quite how long ago, but it was called Daktari, which is Swahili for doctor, and it was set in Africa. And the Daktari was an animal doctor who was a vet, and Clarence was a pet lion, and Clarence had crossed eyes. So they used to show a shot as though Clarence was looking through the camera outwards, and it was all blurry. And then I was shown the MGM lion, who was also known as Leo, because you know the big logo comes up and this big lion roars. So these different versions of lion energy are being presented to you in vision form to enable you to use your the light that is within you. That seemed to be a very important part of the message, because the sign of Leo is ruled by the sun. So the sun is our light, it's our heat, it's our warmth, it's life-giving. So the light that is within you is about bursting forth. So in the third week of fourth week of July, when we step into Leo energy. But I feel that the vision showing the cartoon version and the new animated version of The Lion King is about you shining your light, but it's showing that you have done an awful lot of hard work. Maybe years and years and years of building up to where you are now, or where you are headed. And it's not just about when you step into the limelight and the spotlight is shone upon you, not in the sort of egotistical way. It's more to do with how, if you imagine how long it took to make the original version of The Lion King, the cartoon, years of painstaking drawing and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of people actually working together to bring this thing to life, and also Elton John's beautiful music and songs, etc. And then when you come to this new version, again, probably thousands of people working together to bring this story to life, and how different it is because of the CGI we now have and the updated technology. So this is saying to me that your technology within you has had this huge upgrade, an ability to look real. So I'm not saying that you look fake, but how we've all been living our lives is sometimes with that mask of sort of cartoon-like energy, that you're not your true self, you're not being real, you're not trusting your ability to shine. And there's a story that goes with the MGM lion, Leo, that he was getting on a bit, he was a bit creaky, a bit doddery, and they had to really encourage him to do the roar, and they had to get his front paws up onto a platform, and then they had the big surround that he put his head through, and eventually this roar came out. But he, as I say, he wasn't as fierce and as scary as people thought that he was. And with the energy of the cross-eyed lion of Clarence, this is saying that you might have not been seeing life clearly. So it's having clarity, having that ability to be focused and to see what is literally in front of your eyes. Because the lion in Daktari was a real lion, and he really did have crossed eyes, so he couldn't function properly in the wild to be able to catch food, etc. So all of these different versions of this Leo energy are, I feel, coming to a filtering, sifting through what parts of those related to your energies are no longer applicable. So are you seeing clearly now? Are you able to roar and to make the noise and be heard by others? Then I was shown the red carpet. So for the premiere of the Lion King 2, the animated version, and you being able to step onto that carpet and walk along, and so the accolades of recognition and reward for all the hard work that you've put in. But then I was shown behind the scenes. So the people who lay the carpet, the people who make sure that the seats are all nice and tidy and clean, and all the curtains on the stage are all nice and clean, and everything is in place. So even though you are coming into a period in your lives now where you can shine, you can be seen, you can be applauded, a lot of hard work has gone into that. Also, like with a clothes designer, when you have the big show and all the lovely girls, or skinny girls, are walking along the catwalk in your beautiful designs that you've worked long and hard to produce, it's working towards something that has taken maybe years and years and years of your life for one moment of being in the spotlight. And then you take off all the glad rags and you go back to, you're just ordinary mufti, etc. So I feel for your beautiful Leo energies, and it's not just for, it doesn't feel like it's just for July, it's much more ongoing with that, but I feel you've broken through from one way of being into something else. So I don't know when the first Lion King was made, maybe in the 1990s. and to look at who you are now, this new version of you, is animated. So there's more movement, there's more motion in your life, there's more of a sense of being seen, being recognised, being acknowledged. Acknowledging that old version, because it was sweet, it was lovely, it was beautifully done. But when you compare the two, it's a vast, vast difference to who you are now. And what I was also shown was, with this light, this spotlight, this energy that is within you, this new version of you, as you move forward, so when the moon is new in Leo, which will be the 31st of July, that's the spotlight, all right? The new moon spotlight shining upon you is to be able to use this light, this spotlight, to shine into some dark and murky corners. And the way I was shown it was, all right, and I'm hearing the word brilliance. It's being unafraid to shine that light into areas around you that are in the shadows, that are other people around you who may be not truthful, not honest, not kosher, not in the straight and narrow. And I don't normally talk about politics, things like that, but it feels like it could be politics with a small p and politics with a large P around you, and being unafraid, as I say, being unafraid to shine this light on people, on situations around you that have that are dodgy, that are murky, that are underhand, that have been right, I'm hearing the words corruption and backhanders and embezzlement. Ooh, okay. Whistleblowers. I'm hearing whistleblowers. Moral police. Okay, I'm being given that phrase. The moral police. Yeah, being unafraid to out someone or people or a situation around you that is underhand, that it has no morals, that has bad intentions towards people, the community. Because this newer version of you is so powerful, so strong. Okay, so I'm being shown the baby cub lion, and when his dad has the battle with the black lion, and the black lion kills the dad, this is very much to do with the shadow side of ourselves, of how we can allow others to overpower us, to dictate to us, to pull the wool over our eyes. But then with that little lion cub, it has a strength, an ability, a force, a knowingness that at some point, when it becomes adult, that it will take on this shadow side, this dark line, this bully. So yeah, sorry, there's a strong message here about harmony, balance, restoration, justice being done. Justice being done. It's not about getting your own back, because that comes from the ego, and it's about biding your time as well. So coming from being a lion cub and growing into the strong male that he becomes. So whether you're male or female watching this, it's knowing that a point is coming in your lives where when you bide your time, your opponent, if you want to call it that, lulls themselves into a sense of false security. So they think they're getting away with certain things around you. But the time will come where the spotlight is shone directly onto them and they are exposed. Now in February of next year, 2020, when we move into the sign of Aquarius, that is your opposite sign. It feels that okay, the way I'm being shown is when we are in the cinema and the lights go down, and then you hear that buzz where the curtains start to open, and you hear the title music coming, and on the screen pops up the opening credits. So something is starting now in July with regard to an unveiling, an opening, a premiere. And by January, February of next year, when we hit Aquarius, your opposite sign, something more will be revealed. So we're having just a little bit of the curtain opened now, but you can't see into the wings just yet. But within 6 months, and because we've got eclipses around us at the moment, one on the 2nd of July, one on the 16th of July. So the 2nd of July was a new moon in Cancer. 31st of July is a new moon in Leo. So it's all like, they're saying the big reveal. More things being revealed to you, but also within the collective, and what you can do to keep that light shining, to guide others, show them the way. So I've seen those huge spotlights outside Brahma's Chinese Theatre in Hollywood when they have a premiere. So it's like the arc lights. Okay. And they used them during the Second World War, these huge spotlights to light up the sky when the bombers were coming over, so that the our guns, ACAC, whatever they're called, could spot them and shoot at them. So I think this is a metaphor for whatever our opponent or enemy or such like is, there's no escape. They cannot hide. They think they can sneak in at night time, but they can't. The lights are going to shine on, they're saying the baddies. So however you want to take this message, it can be that you are revealing, unearthing a person or persons in your life, and or it can be bigger than that. So as I say, it can be to do with whistleblowing, but what you will unearth is the truth. So if you hear a rumour or people are talking about a certain situation under their breath, you may hear from lots of different sources, but you have the ability to find out the truth. So it's not acting on something that's just gossip or tittle-tattle. It's more to do with doing the research, finding the right people to talk to, knowing your facts, and then being able to present it. And it's being unafraid to do so. Allowing that voice, your voice, to be heard. So whether it's a little meow, whether it's a purr, or whether it's a dirty great roar, we can't miss you. It's your time to speak up and to say what needs to be said. So if you get a chance to go and see the new version of The Lion King, there might be a message in it that's not in the original one, which will come through to you more powerfully. Also, if you go to see it on stage, that's an even more profound energy. Something will resonate with you that feels like a very positive trigger to move you beyond any apathy or lethargy or stuckness. Because I can hear some of you saying, when's it ever going to change? When is life ever going to change? When are people ever going to see me for who I truly am? But you have to start with you. When you see yourself as you truly are and acknowledge that. So whether you've got, Clarence's cross-eyed or Leo the lion's little croaky roar, is knowing that you're powerful, knowing that you, the timing is right for this venture, and it's a happy outcome. So have positive expectations. Don't think of the worst case scenario. Think of the best case scenario and how you can apply that in your lives. So I hope this has been of some help to you. This is how my work seems to be going with the visions for you. If you'd like to comment, like and share, that would be lovely. And subscribe. All details of my artwork is in the box below. So I love you and leave you. Until next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye.